Okay, writing and simplifying ratio. Again, this is another topic that is so dependent on your times tables. So make sure you fucking know them. Let's start by just writing this in a ratio. First important thing to remember is it has to be written in the order that they tell us. 350 to 25 means we have to write 350 first. I don't care if it's bigger than that one or whatever way you want to think about it. If they say that one first, you write that one first. Now, when it comes to simplifying these, it's the same as simplifying fractions. We've got to figure out what number goes into both of these numbers and then divide it by that value. So let's perhaps start with 5. 5 goes into both these numbers, we can tell because it ends in a 0 and ends in a 5. So how many times does 5 go into 350? Well, 5 goes into 35 7 times, and with a 0 on the end, that makes 70. 5 times 5 obviously is 25. Now we should notice that 5 goes into these again. So how many times does 5 go into 70? Well, using division, that will be 14, and 5 goes into 5 once. Now because we've got a 1 there, that's in its simplest form. Another way of finding out if it's in its simplest form is to ask yourself, is there a number that goes into both of those? If the answer is no, then, well, we can't simplify any further. That is simplest form. Okay, let's try it with these two. 32 to 24. So, what number goes into both these numbers? Well, there's quite a few. Let's take it step by step. Let's divide by 2 first of all. That's often a really good one to start with because it's quite straightforward. We just halve both these numbers. So that becomes 16 to 12. We can half them again. They're both even. Why not? 8 to 6. And guess what? We can fucking half them again. Let's do it. 4 to 3. Now, there's no number that goes into both 4 and 3 other than 1, but we don't need to do that. So that is simplest form. If you'd spotted from the beginning that 8 goes into both those numbers, you could have just divided by 8 straight away. So it's up to you how confident you feel about these and how well you know your times tables.